Kimba the White Lion is a show that I don't think really needs an introduction. Not because it's extremely well known, but because it's so batshit crazy and weird that it's basically impossible to give it an introduction. Originally aired in 1965, it's a show based off of a manga series created by the same guy working on the show, and it follows Kimba through many adventures of leading the jungle after returning back to the jungle after escaping from a ship, blah blah blah. I'll explain it all as it comes along. Episode 1. Episode 1 is the only episode I feel is actually vital to the story because it tells and shows us how he got to the jungle in the first place and sets up everything for later episodes. The episode opens with hunters driving around and hunting animals, putting them up in cages and trapping them. Caesar, who is Kimba's dad, sees this, and as the protector of the jungle he stops them, freeing all the animals with relative ease and stopping the hunters for now. And now is a good time to also tell you I absolutely love every single piece of music in this series. The animals gather around Caesar as the sun sets, and he gets told some exciting news from his mate Snowen, that they're going to have a baby. Then he hears danger and just runs off. The hunters get into trouble for losing all of the animals and then hatch a plan to catch the white lion. What they come up with is that they're going to capture his mate Snowen, and then he'll come running and they'll catch him then. They capture his Snow and put her in some kind of ravine, setting traps all around. Caesar, despite his mate telling him to stay away, he just runs through, and ends up dying, which wasn't the smartest decision he could have made for the so-called protector of the jungle. It cuts to a ship where Snowen is locked inside of a cage. The mice on the ship just decide that they're going to help her, which in all fairness is pretty nice of them, so they help her out as Kimba is delivered. For 2 months Kimba just hangs around on the ship before Snowen just decides he has to jump out of the ship and swim for what would be an unimaginable amount of time back to Africa to follow in Caesar's footsteps. So he just dips all alone into the ocean, and some fish teach him how to swim, although they end up just giving up and then pushing him along. A shark shows up and almost ruins everything until Kimba, who might I remind you is a 2-month-old lion cub, defeats him. Eventually he makes it back to Africa, and that's where the first episode ends. As for this as a video, I want to treat this first video as a kind of pilot video. If you like it, I'll make a longer review on this with more episodes. I just don't want to spend time making it with no confirmation that people are actually going to watch it. Please leave constructive criticism in the comments, it seriously helps out, and if you want to see a longer review, subscribe so you can be notified when I actually do it.